Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. It's June, and I was actually going to come on and do the weekly reading, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a monthly reading. I've never done the monthly reading live. Typically, I record the monthly reading and then upload it. This month, June, we are going to be rebels, rebels without a cause, and we are going to do it live. So I actually picked some cards to kind of see where June was going for us, and I feel like the energy in June is lighter. I actually sat down with my guides last night and did some channeling in my journal about like my own situations, how I've been feeling bogged down, overwhelmed, tired. What's it all mean? How am I going to get through? Can I get it all done? I don't feel like I felt like I was failing, if you want to know the truth, in the month of May. It was about mid-month, and I really felt like I was failing. There were just so many things in my life that were not where I wanted them to be or where they normally were. I really felt like I was just falling by the wayside, and I feel like a lot of us were feeling like that way in May, with all of the energies kind of really weighing on us and making us feel like we had a lot of weight on our shoulders, and making us feel like just nauseous, dizzy, headache, body ache. And again, I'm not a medical provider. I'm not giving medical advice. If you're feeling unwell, please make sure that you're reaching out to any medical provider that you need to. But in ascension symptoms, which is what I was feeling a lot in May. And to be honest with you, I did actually go to the doctors myself and found out that I do have high cholesterol and I'm borderline diabetic, right? Both of those are genetic. One of the reasons that I had my gastric bypass surgery in 2010 was because of diabetes, knowing that I was predisposed to diabetes because of family history. That was pretty significant. So I took a significant step. And now, 10 years down the road, finding out that I'm pre-diabetic, not surprised, just got to get back onto, right, watching what I eat. Cutting out those carbs, eating good carbs. So, and then the whole high cholesterol thing, honestly, that's definitely genetic, because I don't eat fried foods. Like I don't have a lot of cholesterol in my diet. So, definitely do what you need to do for your physical self. But I know that in mid-May, I was really feeling like I was failing all of you, failing my family, failing myself, just really overwhelmed. And I know that it was the energies and the shifts. So what I channeled last night and this Friday in the monthly message that we will be having Friday night in my membership community, Living in Love, I'll be channeling the monthly message for June. And so we may go deeper into this, but I was really feeling like we are having significant cellular upgrades, DNA shifts, DNA coming online, DNA being changed. So if you've been really going through it, and yeah, I still have like all kinds of stuff in my head. So for me, I feel like every time I've had like a significant DNA upgrade in the last 6 months, I've had a significant sinus infection. So I think if you start really looking at like your physical health and then what's going on in your life, you'll start to see a correlation, honestly. So yeah, we're going to dive deeper into that in my monthly message on Friday night at 8 p.m. If you're in my membership, save the date, save the calendar, put it on the calendar, set your alert on your watch or phone, be there live. And if you can't, that's okay. You'll get the replay, but that's what we're going to do Friday night. That'll actually be on the heels of an IET session, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting being in that high vibrational state for the IET session and then going right into channeling. It should be an interesting channeling, guys, honestly. So good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Darlene. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Cynthia. So yeah, so if you've been going through it physically, emotionally, mentally, you are not alone. You're being upgraded. We're shifting. We're significantly shifting out of 3D, 4D into 5D, 6D. So that's what's going on, guys. You are part of the ascension process. You are part of the new earth paradigm, whatever you want to call it, paradigm shift. But we're in it. We're in the thick of it. And so use your practices. Use your practices. All right. So with that being said, let's get to June. Let's get to June. So I've used the Quantum Oracle to get us started by Sandra Ann Taylor, just to kind of like an overarching energies for the month of June. And they're so much lighter. So I really feel like, and that was kind of what I was feeling the last couple of days. I'm feeling more hopeful. I'm feeling more lighter. I'm feeling like things are possible. Not feeling so much like a failure. So yes, the energy has shifted. And what that's going to bring for some of us are the new supportive connections. So for those of you who've been really, really wanting to meet a most compatible soulmate, I feel like June is starting that energy. Maybe you don't meet them in the month of June, but you definitely start getting in alignment with the right people. So be open to new groups, be open to new events, be open to new things where you're going to be meeting new people, because I do feel like new supportive connections are coming in. So anybody trying to come in to be a part of your experience who maybe has been a part of your experience, I just don't feel like there's going to be an alignment anymore. I feel like you are shifting out of those energies. So you may be able to love them from afar, send them prayers, whatever. But anybody trying to come back in your experience, there's just not going to be a connection. There's not going to be a resonance. You're not there anymore, and they haven't shifted. And right now what I'm seeing is if they do shift, it's really, decades down the road. It's not now. Okay. So new supportive connections. So for some of you, this is going to be new boss, new mentor, and for some of you, a most compatible soulmate. So I'm going to actually pull some love cards on this to dive deeper into most compatible soulmate. For those of you who are like, I'm ready. I've been trying to manifest my most compatible soulmate. I've been wanting something. Maybe not necessarily new. Maybe for some of you, you were hoping someone would kind of step up to the plate, or they would do what they said they would do. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm not feeling like that's going to be the case right now in these energies this year. Maybe a couple years down the road. But for now, this is going to be someone new. Yeah, look at that. The Fool. Someone brand new, a new road. So trust the new people you meet, trust the new situations, trust that who you're meeting is not going to be in any way in alignment with what you've been through. So for some of you who've been in the pattern of the narcissistic, the abusive, the controlling, the manipulative, whatever the pattern has been for you, that is not what's coming in. So why things are going to be different is because you're different. You don't resonate in those old energies anymore. You've done enough vibrational frequency raising, whether it's in these energies of this DNA upgrade, cellular alignment, or whether it's the healing that you've been doing, or both. And for many of you, it's going to be both. That's why the new person is coming in that you can trust. The new road is coming in that is showing you who is going to be there for you in a way that you've never had before. So for some of you, this is going to feel so uncomfortable, because you're going to be like, can I really trust that this person's going to show up the way they're saying? Can I really trust that the way they're making me feel is long-term, that this can go the distance, that this isn't going to blow up in my face the way it did before? No. You've had the endings. So this new relationship is the new beginning after a big ending. And for some of you, you've had the ending recently. And for some of you, you had the ending years ago. I'm really feeling like this cycle that you're starting is on the heels of a 7 to 10 year cycle. So for some of you, this transformation or this death of a relationship happened 5, 6, 7 years ago, 10 years ago. And you really haven't had a relationship since, nothing significant, nothing that lasted. And I feel like this is what's happening is now you are ready for the new beginning, that you can trust the person coming in because you are not that person anymore who resonated with the controller, the manipulator, the narcissist, the abuser. Never want to demonize anybody, right? They have their own road, their own path, but you're moving on. You're moving on to the new beginning. You're moving on to the person you can trust, the person who's going to go the distance with you, the person that's going to show up when they say they're going to show up. They're going to be there when they say they're going to be there. They're going to support you emotionally, mentally, financially. They're in it with you. They're partners, right? That's what I'm feeling in this energy of the new supportive connection. It's going to be new supportive connection in a way that you've never had before, which is the transformation. The old is dead, gone, buried. It's time to trust. It's time to trust. And for some of you that are in the long-standing connection, maybe you've been married for whatever, right? And you're not. I feel like there's also a transformation in your relationship where there's a new beginning in the relationship, where a new coming together in the relationship, that both of you have been transforming. Both of you have been transforming, and now this relationship is feeling new. It's feeling very different, and it's a good different. It's a reconnection. It's a coming back together on a new level playing field. You're stepping up to the plate or they're stepping up to the plate, but we are now becoming more of a cohesive partnership. So for those of you in marriages where you feel like you've been going through it for a minute, I feel like in June, you start to see where you are now coming back into connection with each other, where it feels different, but in a good kind of way, right? Because you realize you weren't showing up for that person. You weren't being there for them, or they weren't being there for you. Sometimes when we're in a long-standing relationship, we end up being nicer to people that are strangers than our partner. We're not giving the grace to our partner or ourselves that we would give to a stranger. And I feel like there's going to be some epiphanies or aha moments for those of you in long-standing relationships where you're like, wow, I've been either taking that person for granted, or I've not been showing up for that person. I've not been treating them with grace. I've been really hard on them. Maybe I've been the one that's been super judgy. Yeah. Or they have been. And again, in this month of June, there's a coming back together of, I really do love you, and I do want to be with you, and I haven't been treating you the way that you deserve. The other thing I'm feeling for June is, for some of you, you are now ready to start that creative endeavor. You're ready to open that business. You're ready to start that. And I don't feel like this creative endeavor is something absolutely brand new. I feel like for decades, you've been taking small, very small steps towards it, doing the research, networking with people who have the ideas, maybe taking the free online class that gave you more information on how to do it. Maybe you went to the seminar that, gave you the paperwork you needed, whatever it was. I feel like now you are going to be stepping in June, starting to really step into that creative endeavor, opening the shop, starting the podcast, channel, page, whatever it is, right? Like, this creative endeavor is really like you are beginning to create it. And it's time. It's time. This is the energy that is now saying Spirit has lined up all the resources you need. They've lined up all the supportive people you're going to need. They've lined up the inspiration that you need, because it's time. It's time to start. It's time to get the keys. It's time to unlock the door. It's time to turn the page. It's time. So this creative endeavor is going to manifest very differently for each and every one of you. Some of you, it's very tangible. It's starting that Reiki or energy healing business. It's starting to do readings for others. It's starting to blog. It's starting to podcast. It's starting to YouTube channel. It's starting to Facebook, whatever it is. It's starting to upload a manuscript, whatever. Somebody's going to start singing. Oh, that's beautiful. Somebody who sees this is going to start a music career. I love that. So yeah, whatever it is, it's time. Good morning, Maggie. Good morning, Serena. Thank you, Cynthia. And Spirit is also joining up the dots for the inspiration. So again, because your DNA is upgrading, because you are shifting at the cellular level, for many of you, this getting into connection with Spirit, really being able to tap into your sacred temple, that divinity that resides within you, that connection to your higher self. So this is why that creative endeavor, it's time for it, because you are now getting into connection to the inspiration, the Spirit-inspired action that you need to take. And so for those of you who are like, I don't know what to write, meditate and then write whatever comes. For those of you who don't know how to start a blog, meditate, write whatever comes. Podcast, meditate, reach out to whatever or receive the download of the topic, right? Get into connection with Spirit. Take a walk. Get out in nature. Put your phone and leave your phone in the car, right? Tap into the essence that is you. Getting into connection with your sacred temple. That's what June is going to be bringing you. So, the right people, the right situations, and the right spirit communication for your individual circumstance. Okay. So let's dig into this. So this is for the month of June. Please take what resonates. I will try to be here tomorrow for Tarot Tuesday at 7 p.m. I will try to make that happen, but I will be here 8 o'clock Friday night for the monthly message in my membership community. So if you're someone that wants to be a part of my membership community, link is in the description box. Yeah. First card out, 10 of Cups. Yeah. This is a month of getting into connection with home. That you've had endings of hardship. You've had endings of strife with others. There are endings with obstacles and challenges around home, hearth, family, foundation, finances. This is going to be a month where you are now have ended what you needed to end. You've walked away what you needed to walk away from. And if you haven't done so, you will be in the very beginning of this month. Something is going to happen where there's going to be an ending if there hasn't already been one. And again, it's not going to take you by surprise. It's really not. It's been coming because there's been someone in your life that has been promoting gossip or drama. They've been the person that's coming at you with their drama, wanting you to embark in their drama, fix their drama, whatever it is, right? And you're done with it. This is the month where you're like now setting your boundaries with the people and situations that are bringing you nothing but obstacles and challenges. They're interrupting your peace. They're wanting you to fix them. And we can never fix anyone else, right? We have to fix ourselves. So this is a month where you stand in your strength and you set your boundaries and you go in your direction and you take the spirit-inspired action that is for you. Getting into connection with your sacred temple. Getting into connection with the supportive people that are coming in. Getting into connection with the creative endeavor that is all about your path, your purpose. Your vision, what you came here to do on some level. This is a month of beginnings, it feels like. And it may be more mid-month. Yeah, look at that. Resolution is coming in. Maybe more mid-month before you feel a resolution, but there is resolution coming to situations this month. So I would say for those of you who've got some really big situations going on that have not been resolving, I would say right around the 15th, there should be decisions, resolution, you know the way forward, you have a handle on what direction you're going in. The big questions have been answered. There might be little questions that have to be finessed, but the big questions, I feel like by the middle of the month will be resolved. All right. So for those of you who have really had some situations going on where you've needed a decision from someone else, or you've needed to make the decision and it's been really, really hard. Yeah, look at this. It's a month of support. Yeah. The support is coming in to help you make those decisions, go in the new direction, start the spirit inspired action, whatever it is. So just know that financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, spirit is here. The support is coming in. And I feel like this is very, this is an emotional card, 6 of Cups, but it's success. It's support, success. And I do feel like tangible support. So again, money, opportunity, resource, the right person. So mid-month, your experience is going to look very different than it has for the past decade. Wow. Wow, big energies, big energies. And again, for many of us, we've been in this process. We've been evolving in the last year or so, especially since the beginning of 2024. So whatever the change is, it's not going to take you off guard. It's just going to be like, oh, it's finally here. It's finally happening. I've been feeling it coming. I've been manifesting it. I've been doing the work, and here it is. Yep, there it is. Yep. So you are getting some commitment by the end of the month. Whether it's a new relationship, a new job, you make a commitment to your new project, whatever it is, this is the month to make a commitment. So this is going to resonate for all of you very differently. For some of you, very much relationship, especially for those of you in a longstanding relationship that maybe have had some bumps in the road, some obstacles and challenges, or have just felt very detached from each other, right? You're recommitting to each other. For those of you in meeting someone, it will lead to a commitment. You have to trust that, though. And I know that it's going to be hard because of what you've been through with others, right? So take it slow. But yeah. And then for the rest of us, it's going to be committing to a project, committing to ourselves in that we are finally going to sit down every day for a couple of hours and write, or we're going to hit the record button and start whatever we're starting, right? So there's a huge commitment coming for each and every one of us this month. And that feels very, very exciting. It doesn't feel scary. It feels like we're ready. We're ready. This is the month. We're ready. All right, let's sorry guys, hopefully by this week, we will be back to health and wellness all the way around. So now I want to get some advice for us because I feel like Spirit's given us some big messages, however this is resonating for you. So I'm going to actually grab I've been looking at this deck for a couple days now, thinking that I needed to use it. And I think this is the reading. So we're going to get some Divine Masters coming through from Kyle Gray. And this is going to be who is helping you. Who is helping you this month? Yeah, I'm really feeling like by the middle of the month, there's going to be some of you that are like, I'm just done with this whole situation. I'm walking away. Like I'm out. I can't do this anymore. They're not changing. The situation isn't good. It's never been good. I can see it more clearly now than I ever have before, and I can't do anything here. So for some of you, I really feel like you're just going to basically take the bull by the horns and take your strength and courage and go. Devoted warrior, let God's love hold you in strength. So again, the strength card coming out again. So we've got Hanuman coming in. Let God's love hold you in strength. Yeah, so for some of you, this is going to be a month of courage, where you really are making a very life-changing decision. But again, not completely off the wall. You've been tiptoeing towards it for a while. Hanuman, devoted warrior, is the Hindu warrior god and divine companion and protector of the god Rama. The son of the winged god Vayu, he is loved by many not only because of his monkey form, but also because his sheer dedication to Rama is inspirational to all spiritual devotees. Hanuman is one of the main characters in the Hindu epic, the Ramayana. Sorry, guys. The story goes that after a great war, there was a procession, and Rama and his wife Sita honored those who had fought for them. When it came to Hanuman, Sita took her favorite pearls off and placed them around his neck. Like a cheeky monkey, Hanuman began to bite them open like nuts and look inside each one. Startled, Rama wondered why he would do such a thing. Hanuman said, "I'm looking for you, my lord. I love you and Sita so much. You are all I could ever want. If I were to rip open my heart and show it to you, there you would be." Thereupon he began to rip his chest open, and there, sitting where his heart would be, was an image of Rama and Sita. This is why Hanuman is the Lord of devotion. When you devote yourself to a vision with unwavering faith, you welcome in the support of the universe. Today, the devoted heart of Hanuman is guiding you to reflect on your strength and talents. You are someone who gives with all your heart, but may find it hard to receive in return. In fact, you give without looking for anything in return, but the universe wants you to make more time, energy, and space to be supported too. Because when you open up to the possibility of being supported and nourished, you allow yourself to be replenished, and thus you have more to give. You're being honored today for your commitment to what is important to you. The universe sees you as a vital to healing and expansion, but in order to keep going with your mission, let your heart be served in return. A true warrior's shield is the love of God. Isn't that beautiful? I would listen to that again. I would listen to that again. You do deserve to be supported too. You do deserve the blessings and the abundance and the opportunities and the right people. You do. All right, and this next one that came out with that card, I'm not surprised because I work very closely with the Purple Ray of Saint Germain in IET. So I feel like I have a very close personal connection with Saint Germain and the Violet Flame. Alchemy, release the old, make way for the new. The Count of Saint Germain was an 18th century European adventurer and alchemist. During his life on Earth, it is said that he rubbed shoulders with some of the most elite members of European society, but his background was shrouded in mystery. He was acknowledged to be a man of miracles because he was a noted alchemist and magician and apparently never aged. He claimed to be over 500 years old, though most likely this was a joke. He was known for giving public demonstrations of magic, illusions, and telepathy, and was probably a member of the Rosicrucian order. Rumor has it that even though he moved in highly influential circles, he probably felt like an outsider because he was an illegitimate child. Thus, from the heavenly realms, he helps those who call on him to find their place in the world. He's also associated with a spiritual energy called the Violet Flame, which can be invoked to aid transformation. Your message. You are in a powerful vortex of transmutation and change. The violet flame of transformation is with you, and all that is felt heavy, overwhelming, and dark is being transformed into opportunities for growth and freedom. Past dramas and traumas are now being cleared from your energy, and if you are concerned about how to move forward, know that willingness is enough, and the universe will take care of the rest. Surrender and release the old, the past, and all that no longer serves you. In order for the new to enter your life, you must make the energetic space to welcome it in. Know that what has happened to you will never define you, and that you have opportunity to surmount all that has held you back. Thus is a time of alchemy, where you take what feels like lead and turn it into gold, or in this case, health and wealth and loving connections with others. So June is lighter, is bringing you in if you are able to receive transformation, transmutation, alchemy, magic. It'll feel like luck, but it's opportunity meeting preparation. You've been preparing. The universe has been preparing you. And it's time. I'm sending you all so much light and love. Have a beautiful month. If you want to work with me, check out the description box for all the links. Have a beautiful, beautiful June. Namaste.